Yo, what is going on, guys? So in this video I am going to be getting in depth and giving you guys a proper look at my Titan build for Forsaken. The thing to make clear at the beginning is that this is subject to change. Like, my loadout can change, maybe tomorrow it will change, depending on what my drops are like and what armor perks I get. But I have to say, this specific setup is basically what I have been using for like the past 2 weeks, pretty much consistently. It's always been this setup. And these are my preferred weapons too. Well, my heavy weapon's kind of up in the air, but this is obviously my preferred #1 weapon pairing. And of course, I am still rocking the top tree Sentinel. Yes, there's been a new tree for the Sentinel, but I prefer top tree. I think the first thing I'll talk about is actually the new skill tree code of the Commander. Now, obviously, I think people were excited for this when it was being revealed. It was actually kept kind of hidden. Compared to all of the other subclasses, this one was kind of kept under wraps. And I've got to say, having seen it and played with it, this is 100% a PvE skill tree. I really don't see the use of this in PvP. I mean, you probably could make it work in PvP. But Destiny isn't that much of an objective-focused game where you could actually make use of the banner shield. The perks are not bad. Tactical Strike isn't bad. I think if you pair this up with something like Synthos or Armamentarium with double magnetic grenades, this could actually be not too bad. But it just does, the synergy's not there, It just doesn't really work for PvP. For me, it's 100% PvE. Obviously, the same goes for the bottom tree, really. I don't see any use for this in PvP, to be honest. You really want to be rocking Code of the Protector, which is, basically what I've been using for the whole past year. You guys know the perks by now, I hope. Defensive Strike, kill an enemy with the melee to create Overshield. Your allies also get the Overshield if they're near you. Turn the Tide, your overshield from Defensive Strike lasts longer and increases melee damage and reload speed. Rallying Force, melee kills restore health for you and nearby enemies. Now I have to say, these 3 perks for me now in this sandbox are not as prevalent and as dominant as they were. I have to say, it's still nice getting the overshield, getting your health back, getting the increased reload speed. All of it is still good. But the main reason why I run the tree now is just because of Ward of Dawn, on the possibility to use Ward of Dawn if I choose to. I think that's really what makes a difference. Obviously, I've covered videos now on the buffs to bubble. You guys should definitely go back and look at those videos if you want to see, how strong the bubble is now in Forsaken. I've even covered how the new supers interact with the bubble. Again, I'll leave the links to those videos in the description. One of the reasons why I believe this is not as powerful as it once was is simple. It's because shotguns are now, prevalent. One-hit kill weapons are readily available. In the previous sandbox, you could freely melee people because all they would have is a weak kinetic weapon unless they had power ammo, and you would know if someone had power ammo. So, the strength of this has been lessened, and for that reason, I think it's a good time to cut into this now. The strength of the melee has been, significantly lessened in my opinion. And for that reason, I now use June Marches. I'm getting a lot of comments in videos. Why aren't you using Synthos? Why June Marches? Why not Synthos? And it's basically for the reason that I just stated. The melees are no longer as powerful with shotguns being available. For me as a player, obviously in year 1 of Destiny 2, I basically didn't have a choice. I had to run Syntheseps, and I had to really lean into meleeing people, because that was the only way to be successfully aggressive. Getting your health back off a melee kill and being able to wipe multiple opponents. You couldn't do that with primary weapons in year 1. You could only do it with power ammo. And I didn't want to base my game around power ammo when it only comes up, at a certain time in the game. So that's why I would use Fighting Lion. I'd pair it up with the hand cannon to shorten the time to kill. I was doing all kind of different things to make the game play faster. Now I don't need to do that. That's why you haven't seen me use Fighting Lion. And that's why you haven't seen me use Syntheseps, because I no longer need to do that. I can make plays and aggressive plays with just my weapons, which is how I prefer it. But obviously, in year 1, the weapons weren't strong enough for you to really do that. So the reason why I'm running June Marches is because with shotguns coming back, with hunters, with stompies and shotguns being by far the strongest thing on console. PC is different, I know, but on console, hunters with stompies is the strongest pairing of any exotic armor and any subclass in the game. And the reason for that is because shotgunning with stompies is just a huge advantage. You have the best movement, the best vertical movement, the best change of direction. You know, you can abuse the poor field of view in the game, and Titans without Titan skating can't really keep up. And that's why I use Dune Marchers. They make me faster. The melee chaining is actually really nice. So whereas I don't have a crazy Syntheset buff anymore, if there are people grouped up and I do successfully get a melee off, they're all going to take 85 damage from the chaining damage, which is really, really nice. But the number one reason why I prefer the Dune Marchers is because it gives you a perk that it doesn't actually show you in the description. It gives you increased slide distance. And increased slide distance with the Chaperone is very, very nice. I can basically increase the range of my one-hit kill exponentially just by sliding and, you know, getting closer and closer, and then boom, headshot, and you can just map people. And the synergy is really, really strong with the Chaperone, with the Dune Marchers and slide shotgunning. Of course, I've done a couple of videos on it now. My preferred weapon to pair with the Chaperone is the Luna's Howl. I will be grinding for the Not Forgotten in the future, probably next week sometime. I'm not sure when, but I will be getting Not Forgotten. But honestly, like, do I even need it? I mean, this Magnificent Howl perk makes you so powerful and so rewarded for hitting precision shots, just like the Chaperone rewards you for hitting precision shots. And I just really enjoy the, you know, the synergy that these two weapons have. In my heavy slot, honestly, like, I'm just using a rocket launcher. I've got an Iron Banner rocket launcher with tracking and kill clip. I would use play of the game, but for some reason, I don't know what it is, but I just can't seem to kill people with the play of the game anymore. It just doesn't seem as good to me. I don't know if that's just me, anybody else has been experiencing that, but that's just how I feel on that one. The other thing I want to talk about is the perks on my armor. So obviously I'm using restorative armor and fusion rifle reserves, shotgun reserves. I should have shotgun reserves on that really, shouldn't I? But this perk right here is a really, really good pump action. Gain bonus super energy on shotgun kills. And this perk goes really well with this perk on my gauntlets, shotgun scavenger. Really, really nice. Again, restorative armor on my arms. And also I want to show you guys on the mark, shotgun scavenger. Now, if you have 2 shotgun scavenger perks on your armor set, what that means is when you kill someone and they drop a brick, you'll pick up 3 shots of shotgun ammo. And getting 3 shots of shotgun ammo from one player is very strong. Kill 2 guys, they both drop 2 bricks, that's 6 shots right off the bat, you're good to go. Also, one quick thing I want to tell you guys, I have switched to Rally Barricade. I see no use in the Towering Barricade anymore. In year 1, I would use it to, you know, secure heavy ammo, for example. I don't need to do that anymore. This basically allows me, if I've amassed a massive amount of special ammo and I haven't loaded it, I can just pop the barricade, boom, my ammo's ready to go, I can keep moving. I don't know if other people use it like that or they think that's a good way to use it, but that's just how I personally have been rocking it. When I can see loads of people are about to be rushing me from all angles and I don't have time to reload, just pop the barricade, boom, weapons are ready to go. Off you go. So that's how I like to do that. On my chest piece, I've got unflinching shotgun aim. On the Dune Marchers, we have perpetuation, which is basically, you know, I can't control what you get on your Dune Marchers. Reduces class ability cooldown when using a class ability. Not bad at all. I've obviously shown you what I have on the mark. And then unflinching shotgun aim, like I said. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is I have ordnance mod on 4 of my armor pieces. What does that do? It gives me my grenade back faster. And having my grenade back faster means I can suppress more people. And suppressing more people is the way you want to go. So I get loads of I get my grenade back very quickly. I get my super back very quickly thanks to pump action and shotgun scavenger. And yeah, this is basically it, guys. This is my overall build. I think I've covered just about everything I need to. I hope you guys enjoy it and got some useful tips from it. Oh yeah, and if you guys are wondering, I'll show you one last thing. Shank Shell, you get this from Eververse. I have the Warrior Steed, best Sparrow by the way. I love this thing. Right, and then we have the ship, Unfinal Shapes. Again, this is all from Eververse. And my shader as well. You guys have been asking me what my shader is. Well, this is it. Shall I attempt to pronounce it for you guys? The Melchizedek... The Melchizedek Bramble? Did I say that right? I don't know. I don't even know what that word means, man. But yeah, that's my shader on my armor. If you guys have been wondering, that is my shader. My emblem is a Lens of Fate. And I think that just about covers everything, guys. I hope this build video is useful to you guys. And let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to share the video everywhere. Leave a like. Check out the links in the description. so on and so forth. That's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you in my next one. Peace.